engaged.
Alright, we're live.
What?
We live.
These thrusters are engaged. Sorry, y'all. Right before we started, camera said let's engage these thrusters, and I ran with it. What's up, brother?
What's
Welcome
up,
to
brother?
No Reason Podcast. Hey, brother. Welcome to No Reason Podcast, where we're gonna just talk about something special.
Wait,
today.
hang on. Because we were talking about thrusters.
Well, we're talking about thrusters.
Yep. Reminds me of this as soon as it loads.
Show up. We are live, right?
Oh, we're absolutely live.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna restart all my apps.
Ugh.
I'm trying to, because since he can only see the chat, I pull it up on my TV with YouTube and on my phone with Twitch.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
We have enemy ships in sector 47. It's a trap.
It's
What?
a trap from Star Wars.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure they can't yell at me for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think we're fine. I think it's like 10 seconds actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I think we're good there. But I think we can, like, when we're quoting something, I think that's okay.
Well, yeah, but I literally played the clip. It's a trap.
I didn't hear it on my end, but I'll trust you that it was there.
Alright, then.
Let's make sure we have audio.
Alright.
We have audio.
Oh.
So that clears up everything from last time, y'all. We're all good here.
Yep. Jake's already here. Let's get the
What
party
up,
started.
Jake? How you doing, buddy? All right, so welcome to No Reason Podcast. Today we actually have a returning guest, JoJo
Oh, yeah, that's
from
right.
our Christmas episode. Oh no, New
I
Year's
thought it was
episode?
One of the two.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Pretty sure it was New Year's, because I'm pretty sure I remember here.
No, it was Christmas because we did a stream on New Year's Eve that ended at about 10:30, and then I went to bed.
Fair enough. I don't remember.
It was 8.5 was our. Yes, she was on our Christmas Eve episode. We talked about traditions and shit.
Yes,
So
right.
I invited I invited them to the chat, and when they get in, they'll get in. But welcome to No Reason Podcast, y'all. Brought to you by Heavy Metal Cabbage on Twitch. Go to twitch.tv/Heavy Metal Cabbage and subscribe to Cabbage's personal Twitch account. Get updates about when we go live and anytime he decides to stream his video games eventually.
It'll happen
Sound
one of
good?
these days.
Okay, now you plug me.
Alright, follow John at Wet Boys Disc Golf, the professional amateur man himself. Wet Boy Disc Golf. Is he professional? Is he an amateur? He's both.
I'm both. Also, go to our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook, our YouTube, and I think that covers it.
Yes.
Yes. I hope it covers it. Oh, what up, What T-shirt 69? How you doing?
And I love you, random citizen. Sorry, I don't want messing with my tape measure.
Well, everybody needs a good tape measure. Oh, is that actual size cabbage? The width, yeah, right there. Oh my. Oh dang. Look at that. Look.
I have this out because I was trying to measure 6 feet, 6.5 by 6.5 feet.
Oh, fun. And there's JoJo. What's up, JoJo?
Hi, JoJo.
All right.
Say that one more time.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we're good now.
I can hear you.
We just did the intro, so let's get into some of the stuff we do. So just to get it out of the way, we're gonna do early quote of the week and bum of the week. JoJo, that's little segments that I created where we pick something we've heard in our life that is just freaking hilarious to us, or we think was just great. Like last week, it was, shit, man, you're getting dust all over my bread.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I fucking remember that.
and it's just quotes we hear, or we say. Like one episode, like our very first one, the quote was, people ask John, aren't you cold in the winter with your shorts on? I just look at them and say, I'm too stupid to realize I'm cold.
Or my personal favorite, It's a war of attrition, and I have more armor. That's my personal favorite.
Cabbage did like that. We were fighting these bosses in Division 2, and I wasn't taking cover, and Cabbage was like, John, you're gonna die. And I just go, it's a war of attrition, and I have more armor.
He's just sprinting everywhere, like, I can take this. I'm just like, if someone looks at me wrong, I'm dead.
He was Mr. Technician, guys. Like, he was.
I was squishy, but effective.
Just like in real life.
I hated the fact that I immediately thought, just like in real life, and I didn't say it out loud. I'm happy I didn't.
No, so that's our quote of the week, and then bum of the week is we pick somebody, or an organization or something from the week that is just like, bro. Basically, it's like you had one job, but it's bum of the week instead, and it's my own creation. I've been doing bum of the week for years with Cabbage.
Oh yeah, we talk shit so much.
Yeah, so I don't have either because I have been very isolated this week with work and just coming home and doing nothing. So unless one of you have a bummer quote of the week,
I have one.
I got nothing.
I had something.
A bummer quote, because JoJo had a pretty good quote, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's not from this week, but
doesn't matter. I had it. I've lost it already. I had it for about 10 seconds. So if you got one, go for it. 'Cause I have nothing.
okay.
Yeah, what you got for us, JoJo?
I don't know if it's gonna be funny, but it was funny in the moment.
Hey, I laughed when I heard it.
So instead of like, oh, like there's a snake in my boot, my sister and I kind of played off. We were drunk, of course.
Wow, a Wallenberg that was drunk?
I know, surprising. It was knife in your boot, snake in your coot. So, good times.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I just remembered what mine was gonna be. John, mine was gonna be like your favorite joke of all time.
Oh my god, tell it. Tell it.
Yeah, so this is a joke John loves.
This got derailed. I'm sorry. JoJo.
And I think it's just
no, set up the premise for when I first heard this.
So it's late at night, extremely. So I'm tired. He's going strong. We're playing a game.
And about midnight, Cabbage turns into what is it?
Spicy cabbage hours.
Spicy cabbage hours. When Cabbage starts
Terrified.
getting it's awesome. It's basically when Cabbage starts getting loopy and just.
Oh, that's when the sleep depravity kicks in and everything just derails.
It's awesome. So go ahead, Cabbage. We were playing the game late at night. We were playing
Zombie Army. I don't know which one, it might have been the trilogy, but we also were.
Trilogy.
I was a redneck, and for some reason I was doing a shitty Morgan Freeman redneck impression, and because I just remembered some joke I saw on the internet.
He wasn't just any redneck though. He was Ellis from
Left 4 Dead.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy is running around war-torn Europe, World War II era.
Yep.
With I think you had a Gour or a car sniper rifle. He had a sniper rifle.
Yep.
And you run around and you shoot zombies in the head, essentially. War-torn World War II Europe. World War II torn Europe.
God.
So we're in this train station in Europe, up in this tower,
No, remember
like
so
this
many
command
details.
tower essentially. And we're sniping guys, you know. And he's doing his bit. Cabbage.
Do I have to do the voice?
Yeah, you
Of
have to
course you have to do the
when he
voice.
Alright.
comes- do the
Alright.
heathens thing to set it up because this is what he was doing. We're in this tower.
The heathens. It's pretty close. I can't do it as well as I can that night because I'm trying too hard now.
No, you just gotta just say we got a bunch of heathens.
We've got a bunch of heathens up in this building. We gotta get them boys. Alright, there we go.
That's it. So we're up in the tower. We're both silent, concentrated on sniping, and out of the silence, all I hear is, "Don't fuck it up."
God said, "Come forth and receive eternal life." John came fifth and won a toaster.
And so imagine that, like, midnight 31 a.m. You hear this after it's just been silent. He's just been going off like, "Oh, these heathens are gonna die. We got a bunch of heathens coming," and all you hear is that joke in the middle of nothing.
Yeah,
silent.
Just dead silent.
While we're sniping. And it was just. Yeah, and I died. I couldn't handle it because it was too damn funny. Also, Colin.
Oh yes, gotta get the dog.
The episode lead dog show up. Hello.
That John just basically drags from off camera.
And he just sits here like a good boy. He doesn't try to get away, nothing. See? See? He can go.
He's free, but he's too
He leaned
attached.
forward like, now he leaned forward like, pay attention to me, I am master. Alright, and bum of the week. I got nothing for bum of the week.
Let's see.
Oh my god, I'm knocking everything over.
That could be bum of the week.
What did you do that consists of you being bum of the week?
No, I said that, you knocking everything over.
Oh, well, I thought you said I could be bum of the week. No, I didn't knock anything over. We're good. So, no bummage yet.
I don't know if
see.
this applies, but I did cry so hard yesterday that I broke blood vessels under my eye, which is only the second time I've ever done that. So, I don't know if that's bum of the week or...
This reminds me of that meme. If this happened every time, if I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have 2 nickels.
Yeah.
But, which is not a
Which
lot,
isn't
but
a
still
lot,
weird
but
that it
it's
happened
weird.
twice.
Yeah, that's not a lot, but weird. Well, I guess your eyes can be bums
Your
of the
eyes are
week
bums of the week because you popped the blood.
for failing.
They failed.
How dare they fail? Well, yeah, JoJo's eyes are the bums of the week for popping a blood vessel. I guess. That's all I got.
Or you could say,
Multiple times. Like. What?
no, I was gonna say Microsoft because they were trying to they're like, we're gonna double the price of Xbox Live and everything. Everyone went, how about you fucking don't, you idiots? And they went, all right, no need to be so rash. You need to be evil. We won't do it.
Okay, so all we have to do is insult them and they won't do things.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
went in. Oh, and then there was that one.
Get on EA's Twitter and tell them they're idiots.
Oh, then there was that one company that got bought by EA that brought back Crash Bandicoot and Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and now they're just an asset factory. Oh no, not EA. They got bought by Blizzard, so now they're just an asset factory for Overwatch 2. Good job,
At least
guys.
we got some good games out of it.
Yep.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1-2 remake and Crash Bandicoot Team Racing. Both
my
phenomenal games.
All right. Now that
All
we've
right,
got the
yeah.
intros out of the way.
Yes, and we finished all that fun shit. This has been a whirlwind of emotions for the first like.
All right,
10,
that's it. Good
15
night,
minutes
everybody.
or so. Yeah, peace out. We're out of here.
That's the
That's all
pod.
you.
That's the
is all you
podcast.
do.
Rev up those fryers.
You got fryers? want
I
some
wish.
fries.
I don't have.
Damn it, cabbage!
I have a burger and some fries downstairs. I'm gonna eat later.
All I have is some Play-Doh
I didn't know you were a
Cheese it.
Marine.
and a roller.
Oh, you have. Oh, if you have. Oh God, I almost want Cheez-Its, but if I start
know,
eating
Jojo, you
Cheez-Its,
might
I
have
eat 9
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
You know,
just
Jojo,
ha-
you
Sorry, go
might
ahead.
have Cheez-Its, but I have steak and shake seasoning.
Ooh. I love steak and shake.
Oh, well, okay,
I slightly forgot he had
remember
that.
one time the J Squad tried to go to that one steak and shake,
The one
and we
on
waited
Ogden.
around for 20. Yes, we waited
The
around
one
for
on
like 15
Ogden
minutes.
sucks ass. Never go to the
We
one.
waited around
on
for
Oh.
like 15 minutes. We sat, and then we said fuck it and went to Flat Top instead.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I showed y'all how to pack.
That one sucks. That one does suck.
Yeah, the one, they're terrible.
Yeah,
there.
that one's so. I don't go there anymore, which is unfortunate because I love steak and shake.
I
So.
love steak and shake.
I think for me, it's just been like, don't go at night, because that's especially when they don't care.
Yeah.
But that's like. Wait,
But that's
so
prime
I
steak
went
and shake
to
time.
Illinois State, and there's literally 4 or 5 steak and shakes in the area, and I
Excellent.
can rate them all by location, which ones are the best. But we would always go to the one that's on it's like Veterans and Vernon. Like that intersection on the corner is a Steak and Shake, and that is the best Steak and Shake. And I knew like half the servers there. The service was always really fucking great. Oh, I'm frozen, aren't I?
A smidge.
Yeah, but we can
There
hear
we
you.
are. Service was great. Even when we would go like after like at 11 p.m. and stay until God only knows what time, because that's when we get out of rehearsals. It was always great. So that's all I had to say. I love Steak and Shake.
All right, well, thank you for coming to our Steak and Shake podcast. Today we're talking only about Steak and Shake.
Apparently. Yeah, so I normally get 2 triple Western burgers, but I swap out the cheddar for Swiss cheese, and I get rid of the grilled and only do the bacon, barbecue sauce, and fried onions.
Shocking.
Then I also get 2 root beers when I go to sit down, too. And then I also get 2 orders of chicken fingers with fries. So that's 6 tenders, 2 triple burgers, 4 fries, and then I order extra fries.
They
You
have
get
really
free
good
fries
fries.
right
They have
now.
really good fries though.
The fries are only good when they're hot.
I don't know.
And
I
they're-
love
That's
the
they're
true
metal
for,
ones.
like,
they're
90
not usually hot.
Fair enough. I know
No.
the problem of giving people cold French fries. I did that just let's say Saturday. I did that literally yesterday at work.
No, the worst culprit of that whole fries are terrible when they get cold is McDonald's.
They used to be
have
so
awesome
good.
fries, but as soon as they get cold, it's like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
And they don't heat up well either. It really is upsetting. They do
I
pretty good in an air fryer, I will say.
I don't have an air fryer. We almost are thinking of getting one. We've thought of getting like an
What?
air fryer or a
We
toaster
got
oven.
one. We got the Ninja air fryer, or like one of them.
That's the one my dad was looking at, like the Ninja.
But
I
it's
think
really good.
it was like a
It's-
worth
Ninja
it, right?
fruity
Yeah.
air fryer. My dad was looking
It's
Yeah.
at
worth
that.
it, dude.
We've done like we've made fried chicken.
I can't listen.
We've done
I'm not-
shrimp. We've done crab rangoon. Like
crab rangoon.
Ooh, let's go.
just like roasted potatoes in there. It's really good, and it's just so much. This is not an ad for Ninja air fryers, by the way, but like there's a significant less amount of like grease and oils because you're not literally
Yeah.
Well,
frying
yeah,
it
that
in
you know,
oil.
which would be
But it does. There
You know,
are oils
you don't-
on
you don't-
it, but there's a tray in there that separates the oil from the food, so the oil just sits in the bottom. You can just get your food out, and the oil stays in the
nice.
bottom. Anything like any oil that's part of it already. It's
yeah.
kinda awesome.
Yeah.
You don't get scars like this or this that I got literally yesterday from an air fryer.
Here,
John knows the pain.
here. Shit, I think I have one on my leg.
I shockingly don't get anything on my legs when I'm frying, but my coworker she gets
Here.
flour all over her.
Well, did you wear shorts in there?
Yeah, I wear shorts.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Good.
I feel like that's probably not what you're supposed to do when you're
They
frying.
No.
don't
things.
Not-
care.
Not entirely. It's not. It's not
It's
technically
too
against
fuck.
any
I will
laws.
overheat in 5 seconds if I wear pants.
Oh, also
Valid.
cabbage really quick.
Yeah.
It's our Friday dice roll.
Hold up, let me get my dice.
Here, Jojo, I'll roll a dice for you too.
All right,
Thank you.
John, what'd you get?
Hold on, I gotta find Jojo's dice.
All right.
I'm gonna roll them all. You get my heavy metal, black and red metal dice. Okay. All right, so I got. Oh, that sucks. And Jojo got. Okay, what did you get, cabbage? Okay, Jojo wins.
Yay!
What, Joe, you
What do I
got-
win? Do I win money?
No, you win. I guess luck of the week? Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, this is episode 13 because I got a 3.
Goddamn.
Also, yeah, so anybody to know, I was born on Friday the 13th. I'm not going to say which one. Just know I was born on a Friday the 13th. So anybody who says, oh, you must have lucky number 13, no. It's just bad luck for me.
That's unfortunate.
It's very
Just
unfortunate.
don't drown John in a lake. Because then I'm going to
No, I'm
Jason
a pretty good
Voorhees.
swimmer. I'm a pretty
John,
good swimmer, man.
goddamn, I'm making a Friday the 13th joke. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Don't drown me in the lake or I'll come back and murder
Actually, wasn't I thought
kids.
murder camp kids?
later.
Yeah.
Or
All
something
right.
like that.
Now that
Yeah.
we've gotten this out of the way, and our segue about fucking Steak and Shake. See, now this is the spirit of the podcast. We have a reason we brought JoJo here, but instead we talk about Steak and Shake. This
I
is
thought that
the
was
true.
reason.
Right. Alright, hold on. Let me update the title. Steak and Shake.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh. No, JoJo. Tell us.
Yeah.
Who really killed Kurt Cobain?
God.
No, I'm kidding.
Cool, because I don't even really know what that is.
That's okay. People are gonna kill you for it, but that's okay. I say it's okay.
Listen,
You want to?
I don't
you have
care.
a problem with that? You go through me, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It
that's
was Jennifer Love, without a doubt.
Jennifer Love.
Yeah, that's when you married Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Nope.
Well, she did it anyway.
Okay.
Who is she married to?
It's Courtney Love.
Oh, whatever. What's the difference? They both have the name Love.
Yeah, but
That's
one's a
problematic.
one name's a three-named person, and one who I'm pretty sure was famous because she was married to Kurt Cobain.
I thought they were both called Hewitt,
Are
Love
they?
Hewitt.
Oh, fuck, I don't. Okay, you might be right, and if you're right, don't know how to respond to this.
That just sounds right to me. Love. Okay, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and then who was the other bitch?
Courtney Love. Nope, Courtney and Michelle Love.
That's just Courtney Love. Okay.
Yep.
I don't care. Either way, they were in cahoots.
Cahooties.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a
'cause they had
musician.
Cooties.
Shit.
And for everybody out there, cooties are a real thing and are more commonly found in women. It is a real, like, germ or bacteria or something like that. But it's a real thing, and you can contract it, and it is most commonly found in people with vaginas.
All right then.
That's a science.
Cool. Where's our segue?
There's no Highway to the danger zone.
I have nothing. I couldn't think of anything witty.
And that's the segue because JoJo kind of works in that same area as Tom Cruise, kinda, because
The
it's
Danger Zone?
both in a way performances.
I
So
do.
JoJo.
I do theater.
There we go.
Which is just the better form of movies.
Yeah.
Back on track.
So there you go. That's a segue. And just like Tom Cruise, JoJo works in the performing arts.
Hold on, my mom's talking to me.
Okay.
Hello, mother.
All right.
Mom!
Ow.
Hello,
All
say
right.
Hi.
Well,
Wait, did I shout into the mic? That was my bad if I did. I thought I
No, you
muted.
did
no,
it.
that was John.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't tell your mother I said hello.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a
Well, she's
little
asking if I
upset,
needed anything because I'm in quarantine right now. So
Obviously you do. Pizza rolls and steak and shake.
I actually don't like pizza rolls.
Now he's... What are you doing now, Cabbage?
I'm screwing with my girlfriend.
You know what? Screw it then.
All right, moving on. I'm sure she's
All right,
typing
I'm back.
something. All right, all right, back on track.
So JoJo, tell us about
Yes.
the performing arts of the
Oh.
stage kind.
What do you want to know about it? That's a very
Everything and
vague
anything.
question.
Anything and everything you want to tell. Where would you start? Like if you were to tell somebody on a blind date about what you're doing, like what everything is like.
Well, what I do, so I'm a stage manager, a
Which is
recent
the most important
graduate.
thing in my opinion.
I think they're all important parts. Like, you know, everyone says like, oh, there's no small parts or everybody's important. And it sounds cheesy, but it's honestly true because if there's
Okay,
one
I
part
do have
missing,
a question.
can I finish?
No.
I'm going to finish anyway.
I
If
like
there's
it.
literally one part missing, if someone's not there to cover for it, you're fucked in one way or the other. Whether it's a small fuck up or, you know, a door falling from the fly rail and almost killing somebody, which has happened on a show of mine. But yeah, everyone's got to do the job right. So your question?
Are the actors better in college and in whatever you do now than in high school?
I mean,
Because
talent-wise, yeah, but that's just.
I don't mean talent-wise.
think-
I meant like all the actors in high school, and if you're watching this from high school, fuck you if you were an actor, essentially.
Damn.
Except a few of you, and you know who you are.
Thank God I wasn't an actor.
Because they were kind of preppy little bitches. Like, all of them.
I think it's more of a matter of maturity and professionalism, and the lack of that will lead to, I think, lead to people thinking you are those words that John has kindly said.
I'm an asshole.
And I think that's really it. Like, if you come into the room and you're a mature adult and you're a professional and you do your work, then you're gonna be fine. And if you don't do those three basic things that are probably literally in your contract written out, then you're not gonna be a really great person to work with. But that goes for everybody on the team and not just actors.
So essentially, just go to work, do your job, don't be an asshole like any other place.
Don't suck and don't be a dick. That's all you
Right.
need to know.
Now that's
So,
quote of the, that's
yeah.
quote of the week right there. Don't suck and don't be a dick.
Yeah, that's
like
the real
that.
quote. With Joe Wallenberg. Hold on, how do I write this down? I want to write that down.
I actually did
Yeah,
not
write that down.
originate that quote.
Don't care. You're getting the credit.
Cabbage, write that down.
All right, hold on.
Okay, so long answer short, yes, because of maturity. Because
Like,
in
are
high
they?
school,
Yeah, I mean, but like we all are. Like, I will admit,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes I went on a power trip once or twice too, and I don't do that anymore because I'm matured and I learned what. I just got a better understanding of what theater was as a whole and what the production process is like and what that creative process is like.
okay.
And we don't really have in high school. Nobody really has that much of an understanding, if only because you're 15 through 18. Like, what are you supposed to
Yeah.
fucking know? So, those are my thoughts, at least.
Okay, cool. All right, you may continue. I just had a question.
No, that's it. What was I talking about before?
You were a stage manager.
Oh, yeah, I'm a stage manager. So pretty much from the beginning of from the pre-production process, usually around casting, but it may differ from what company you're at, all the way through to closing and probably a little bit after closing, of your show, you're pretty much there the entire time. Stage managers are communication hubs, like they are the center of all the communication. They are logistics, they do scheduling. They make sure if you're, like, for example, if you're doing a union show with Actors Equity, which is one of the unions, like, we make sure that all the union procedures are being followed, like breaks are being taken. I can't think of anything else, but union rules. Like, we just make sure those are being followed.
So you're kind of like a badass middleman.
Not directly for the union. That's more of like the production manager, but like in the actual person who's monitoring it, like during rehearsals and during text and during performances, yeah, that's stage management, because production management isn't usually there for like they're not at every rehearsal. Stage managers are at every rehearsals. They run every meeting. They're the main go-to person for during the performances, and I mean throughout the whole process, really, for actors and designers and stuff, unless it's like a bigger issue where it's like a company-wide issue, a budgetary issue. That's not stage management. That's more production management and artistic director.
Okay. Now, would you say by the end of the show, you would be able to honestly just run it yourself or direct it yourself just because of everything that you do throughout the process of rehearsal and all that?
So I'm going to break down that question a bit.
Okay.
Run the show in the sense of like, that's already what you do as a stage manager. Like, for example, at my college, there was no faculty there during performances. Like, it was just the stage manager, the cast, and the crew. Like, that's it. And we
No
and the
director?
audience. No directors, no nothing. It's just the students.
Oh, damn.
And of course, if there's an emergency situation, well, if there's something pre-show or post-show that happens that needs a faculty member, then like we can call somebody. But like if the fire alarms go off or if there's like an injury during the show, like that's all on the stage management team and crew to assess the situation and deal with the situation and, make the show go on if it needs to, if it can, and if it can't, make those decisions from there. Which is a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome though. You gotta.
But it's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a power thing. No, it's funny thing is that people think
It definitely is a little bit.
Stage managers they don't have power, but they are perceived as having power, and that's like, it's a weird thing. But like, we don't actually have any power. Like, obviously, we're supposed to be there to enforce the rules.
Everybody organized. It sounds like to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't use power though. It's almost like it's more of a support, guide, lead sort of thing. And with leadership, it's not like, oh, in some cases it's like, depending on who you're working with, you have to take a more like authoritative, like, this is what you're going to do, and then you're going to do this next, and so on and so forth. But not everybody needs that kind of like attention like that. So I usually am more like a democratic leader with my stage management, and like, we'll get everyone's perspective on something and then make a decision from there. But if you need to, like, you gotta go in and tell people X, Y, and Z, or you can just let them do what they're gonna do because you have that trust, So yeah, it's more like, it's like power by example sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And by everything else we do, it seems like we have power because people come to us with the questions, and we're like, this is what the schedule is and blah blah blah. But we're not really dictating it. We're just creating and like disseminating that information. Which is, I don't know, that sounds weird, but yeah. As for like the directing part of your question, I've never like actually had to do it because we only do like 2-week runs at my university, and then we only did 1 weekend runs in high school. But like, once you get into professional theaters with long running shows, stage managers do step in and do like, they'll do like touch-up rehearsals with the cast. They'll train and like, they'll essentially train the new actors that come in and take over roles. So it's kind of like, it's not like you're directing it, you're maintaining the vision that the original director had, but you are having to communicate in ways that a director would with cast members, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So media gets it wrong big time, like TV shows and movies, where it's always the directors like doing absolutely everything. It's just him and the actors, or her and the actors, or them and the actors, So media just gets that shit completely wrong, essentially.
Yeah, media, I feel like most media representations of theater aren't correct. Now, like, to be fair, if it's like a high school thing, that's totally valid, because not every high school theater program is the same, and a lot of them don't either. Maybe they don't do stage managers, maybe it is just the directors having to do everything. So it just kind of depends. So I wouldn't judge like the high school ones too heavily, but like,
no.
If it's anything beyond high school theater and the media is trying to represent it and they're not doing it correctly, there's absolutely no reason why they should be doing it incorrectly. I mean, to me, that's just like on the writing.
They're in the industry, essentially, to an extent. Yes. They should like know what's up.
Yes. Even if it's like film and TV is not exactly the same to theater, but there are like similarities enough that you're like, is this how you would run your film set? No.
Like, I guarantee Steven Spielberg had help in the making of the Star Wars. Did I just say that? Did I do that right?
Steven Spielberg had help with making of Star Wars.
Did I say that right, or am I losing my mind?
I mean,
he made Star Wars, right?
Yeah, him and George Lucas.
George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. That's right.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
both of them.
Yeah, I guarantee they had people helping them. It wasn't just the two of them running around to eat.
Nah, dude, it was Pink Shorts boom mic guy. There's a picture of some dude in like pink shorts with a boom mic, and I love him.
That's amazing.
Okay. What else? I had another question about the whole thing besides the media thing. Cabbage, go.
Oh shit. I wasn't prepared for this.
Neither was I.
Neither was I. I didn't even know the topic until I got here, essentially.
You knew the topic 5 minutes before you came on.
I guess what enticed you to end up being in theater?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, it was actually that inferiority complex I was talking about last time I was on the podcast.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was a little drunk last time. I don't fully remember. But
I have an
Yeah,
idea,
I
mostly because my
mentioned-
mind is shit.
I mentioned it briefly, but I used to, and probably still have lingering, like, I used to feel super inferior to my sisters, essentially. And
Oh, I
my
remember
sister
that,
Lexi
yeah.
was doing theater for a couple years before I did, simply because she's just older. But in 7th grade, we lived in Michigan, and they did Willy Wonka, and it was like a production between like the high school and the middle school. Because like it's Willy Wonka, you need like younger looking
Yeah, you need
kids,
some
and then the high
kids.
schoolers were like the parents sort of deal. I auditioned, but I did not make it in, which was fine. They gave me, okay, side note, the side that they gave me to read at the auditions was for Mrs. Gloop. I am still a small individual. Why the fuck do you think I'm gonna be you think 7th grade me is gonna pass as a parent? No. I don't know why they did that. That was stupid. I would have made different sides.
You know, those types of people probably usually aren't the brightest making those decisions.
Weren't you a tree in middle school, Cabbage?
I was here's oh boy.
We all have a little theater under our belt.
I technically was in my middle school production of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, believe it or not. Now here's where things get spicy.
Spicy cabbage hours. It's only 9.
Yeah.
It's only 9 p.m. and I don't have. All right. So, I was a very sensitive child. This makes sense. So a lot of the other kids, for some reason, called me Oompa Loompa. I did not like this. I cried a lot. And, you know, they did that before we even found out what our play was. And so they're like, and our play is, and it's like, there's like a 1 in a billion chance. Willy Wonka. I laid my head down and was so defeated. So, after I found that out, and they were gonna try and do that, what else is an 8th grader gonna do but get his mother? My mom went and cussed out the department, and they're like, he ain't doing this. So I was a random child. And it was great.
That's amazing, though.
I can see your mother going in and giving them all a piece of her mind.
Oh, she gave them a piece of her mind.
Your mother may be tiny, but damn, she's a scary woman.
My mother's a fiery ball when she gets angry.
Oh, it's scary, man. Well, she got a little Italian in her, doesn't she?
She is the Italian side.
Right, yeah, so... Yeah, that explains why she's scary, but that's also why she makes an awesome lemon orzo soup.
Oh, we were supposed to make that. We're supposed to make that this weekend. I don't know if we're gonna make it though. It doesn't. For some reason, I don't think we are.
I've been promised this soup for years now.
I've given you the soup. You've had the soup. Don't
What? I haven't had it in years.
Neither have I. Actually, wait a minute. Probably had it no. I probably had it like at least a year ago. I don't know. We don't make it often.
Year. No, yeah, at least a year ago because I was working at Northside one Sunday, and you said that you made some, but you didn't bring me any. And I got mad.
Rude.
You did get mad. I remember this.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So we all have a little stage life.
So when you said Willy Wonka, I went, ooh. That's because of like the trauma. No, it's not your fault. I'm over it. It's a fun story to tell at this point. But goddamn, I'm just like, yes, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Goddamn.
So my first memory of stage that I just remember, I wasn't part of it, but I remember like my first like theater thing was when I was in middle school. No, I was in 5th grade. I don't know. I was in school. And I was a young man. And our middle school was doing a Peter Pan play, I think. Or no, was it Peter Pan? No, it was Jack and the Beanstalk. I fell asleep halfway through. And that's my earliest memory of doing like school theater, stage theater, going to school stage theater. And then in high school, I actually started off at cross country.
Oh
And
yeah.
when that didn't pan out because of my ankle, my doctor actually advised like, hey, maybe you should try doing theater. And I said, all right, screw it, I will. So I went and tried out for Chicken Every Sunday, and I got a part as Mr. Robinson.
I remember. I went to that play.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went to that
And
for you.
basically, my role in that play was to sneak around and have sex with my wife. Because we didn't want people to know we were married.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody
I don't
believed
know
me.
what you did in that play. You could have made up you fucking fought an alien, and I would have semi-believed you.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I also figured out why it was called Chicken Every Sunday, Cabbage.
Why is that?
Because in the South, after church, they have chicken on Sundays, you know? Yeah. Yeah. All comes together now.
Life has come full circle. I can leave. I'm ascending.
Cabbage actually came to every
Wait,
single
no,
production I
that's not
worked on or
ascending.
was in. No.
Aw, that's really
Turn.
cute.
Yeah. Cabbage actually hooked it up and came to every single thing I did.
I thought
Like
I only
every
did. I
single
thought I
time.
didn't go to one. I know I went to Midsummer's Night
It
Dream,
was-
and I went
yeah,
to.
we were at Peter Pan.
My
'cause you
sister was in
wanted to see how
Midsummer.
artistic I was.
I was at Peter Pan. That's right.
No, but after that, I didn't get to the next one, and then waited a year. Didn't do the musical.
Wait,
and
wasn't
then-
Peter Pan with Miss
that was our
Vickers
acting and directing
acting?
class?
Yeah. I did the lights for that.
Yeah, you did. I was actually basically like the stage manager for that.
And I was a
Because
great audience
I-
member.
So when we did that in acting and directing, I think it was my senior year, maybe junior.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't remember. So when we were supposed to be trying out for parts, you know the little theater, right, guys? You know how there's a back part of it with seats? I went up there and slept. And Vicky was like, John, you want to come audition? It's for a grade. I was like, no, I'm good, thanks.
And she still probably gave you an A.
I still got an A. Well, it's because I'm the one who helped everything with the kite. I'm the one who did everything with like the special effects besides the lighting, like anything on stage, like things. I helped set up. I did things for that. I was the kite, the crocodile, and the shadow. But I was also running around doing things for everybody else too.
Nice. Awesome.
So, yeah,
oh, that's
that's-
right. You were the
that-
crocodile. I had that photo of you with the crocodile outfit. I don't know if I have that
That's the
anymore.
reason you came.
But
But yeah, so then I did a play sophomore year. I built something. Because my sophomore year, it was Beauty and the Beast was a musical. And then there was a play that I didn't get in. No, I did get in. That was Midsummer Night Dream.
Yeah.
That's where I met Gilly and Nick and started building with them. And I maybe we were addressing that play, and I said, fuck that. I'm just going to build. So that's how I started building with the guys for the next 3 years.
And then he became the set guy.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so we did that, and we had a lot of fun building shit, and then JoJo came in. We started teaching her things.
Them things.
And then Gilly really taught you a lot there with, like, the lighting and shit, too, I think, right?
Yeah, I worked really, like, I think, yeah, between him and Wallace is where I learned most of my lighting stuff at that point, and some audio stuff, but I'm not super strong on the audio.
Well-
If you're here to hire me, though, I didn't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll cut that. Edit or cut that out.
Yeah, edit that out.
Edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit out of a live stream.
I can go in and
sound
edit the
stuff.
live
I can
streams
do
later.
basic audio setup, and that's about it. I can't mix or anything.
As long as you have a basic understanding, I feel like that's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came in, we started doing things like there. We started showing you how to build. Gilly was showing you how to do lights and sound and all that. Wall 2.
That's how I started stage venturing those. I started like doing lights and sound and building stuff and doing like
Right.
scenic, and then it was front by I can't remember the playwright, but I was helping out with auditions because our poor theater teacher couldn't not handle it.
Scopes?
Yeah, he needed
Yeah.
help.
Oh, poor Scopes. He was the
So
best
I
though.
did that, and then he's like, "Hey, like, you want to be like stage manager? And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. And then the rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jared came in, and that just started.
Jared Bear.
Oh, Jared Bear. Love that kid. In Nebraska right now. Having fun with his girly friend.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of corn.
Lots of corn. Because he's a fucking corn husker, that kid.
I just assumed there's a ton of corn in Nebraska for some reason.
Well, there is. He goes to Nebraska, and they're the corn huskers.
Exactly. I mean, it's an original but lame team name.
Yeah, but they're better than the Iowa Hawkeyes, because nobody fucking likes the Iowa Hawkeyes.
True.
Fuck Iowa, man.
Wait, did my cousin go to Iowa or Iowa State? I forgot where she went.
I really
I
hope.
remember
Okay.
everybody and their mom like wanted to go to Iowa and be the Hawkeyes, whatever. I don't know if that's state or university.
Oh, yeah,
but
Hawkeyes.
like my senior year, like everybody wanted to go there, and everyone would visit and get merch. Like my friend Abby had so much merch, she didn't even go.
I don't even have merch for the colleges I go to.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't buy merch. I get the free merch that they give out sometimes.
I don't even have that shit.
Yeah, no, fuck Iowa. Go Nebraska. Go Big Red. One thing I will say about Iowa and Michigan,
So
ironically,
you do have that.
I will say it about both of them
Always
because
do.
I hate Michigan because I'm an Ohio State fan and Michigan's our biggest rivalry. I hate Iowa because it's fucking Iowa. Just
To be fair, I've heard
terrible
it's cheap as
sports
shit.
fan. But one thing I will say about Iowa and Michigan, they both have really great wrestling programs. Like amazing wrestling programs. If you ever watch college wrestling and Iowa or Michigan around, watch that shit. But it's absolutely wonderful. But okay, so that's how you get started. You started doing things on stage with us. Became stage manager with Scopes, Mr. Scoble, the Tominator, the Scobinator.
Why do I remember Scoble, but I don't know why I remember him?
Because everybody remembers Scoble, even if you didn't know Scoble.
He's a
He's iconic.
I feel like I had like
What?
him or some shit for a class. I was like, this guy's just fucking great. I don't know.
You might have. Didn't he sub English every once in a while or something
He
like that?
subbed
Oh.
a couple classes,
I
yeah.
might have.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know.
awesome.
Most
Miss
remembered
Scopes.
class though, accounting.
We'll have to get into that another day, but basically it was like 2 days after the semester had started, and I had to get relocated because I didn't want to be in this one class, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to do this. So I went and I said, screw it, give me accounting because that's what was available. I walk in and I see my brother. I'm like, oh, Mikey! And then I look back and I see Cabbage. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, yeah, that was a
Here, let's just.
squad.
I'm gonna sum up that semester. Clash of Clans, Boom Beach.
Shark Tank.
I cheated on a test. Shark Tank. I cheated on a test and did 1 point better than him.
I'm salty about that.
Who was the teacher?
Hard key.
Oh.
But the cheating on the test was a substitute.
My
I
fucking
literally
neighbor.
sat sideways. Yes, your neighbor. She's awesome.
My neighbor.
That one Indian substitute.
Yeah,
lady,
Mr. Barr.
Oh, I love her.
That's
Yeah,
his neighbor.
I live two houses down
Yeah.
from her.
Yeah, I'm jealous. She's the sweetest. We're friends on Facebook.
She is the best. But I literally sat sideways like this in the desk. Here's my test. Here's Cabbage's.
John.
And I still did 1 point better, all because of the positioning of my name on the spreadsheet. I was talking to him in the middle of the test too. Like we were legit having a conversation about it.
God.
I didn't care. It was my last semester.
That
Okay,
class was
yeah.
a lawless zone, man.
Remember, so this one time we're in there, JoJo, and I eat my Rice Krispie treat, and I'm Italian, I talk with my hands, you know, how I've always done it. So I'm swinging this Rice Krispie treat around in one hand, and I gesture it towards Cabbage, because I'm asking him a question. All he does is, I'm just like,
Very
Is-
nice.
I genuinely, for
Like,
some reason,
oh.
thought he was offering it to me. shit.
Ironically, I usually brought you a treat anyway.
Yeah.
I bring you bags of chips, or remember the time I walked in with a potato and ate a potato?
Yes, I actually. Yeah.
I'm not fucking surprised.
Yeah, Zach
I'd
and
do
Brian
it
brought me a
too.
potato I left at Zach's. They heated it up for me, put it in some tinfoil, brought it to me. And
Oh,
I
I fully accepted that it was a raw potato.
Same.
Oh no! They were nice
Same.
and heated it up for me, but besides that, that was the only cooking, like 30 seconds.
Literal
Nuked
half-baked
it.
potato.
Yeah, no, I just sat there in accounting. Parky also gave me 10 points for sitting still for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just sat there like this. Just like that for 10 minutes. I didn't take any notes, nothing.
He didn't care because he's like, all right, well, I got Cabbage who's actually paying attention.
Yeah, John's not disrupting the class, so I'll give him some points for that.
Hey, I wasn't the disruptor of the class, okay?
You know, he really wasn't.
Ironically, we didn't disrupt the class that much. It was the people on the front row.
Oh, yeah.
You and I just played Boom Beach in class.
We were just on our phones
plans last
constantly, watching Shark Tank. What a life.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
You put Shark Tank on as the lesson. I would turn around, put my phone on the table, and click. I'll be like, Every once in a while, Hard keep like, boys, pay attention.
I pay attention for 5 minutes. All right, back to this.
Yeah. Okay, so JoJo, after we got done with high school and all that, what did you do after that? Like, how did that end? Because did you end with Scopel?
No, we had Mrs. Newlin come in, and she actually does. Oh, I don't remember her position, but she's in the like administrative department of High School Theater Festival, Illinois High School Theater Festival, which is kind of a big deal. So I got her to write some of my recommendation
letters. Fun when we went. Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a lot of fun with you. And who was it? You, Beth, Jared, and I, right?
Jared?
Or did Jared not go?
Jared didn't go.
I forgot, 'cause I went.
And I was roommates with Beth, Sarah, and Michelle O'Dowd.
But you and I hung out because we're friends.
Yeah, we did. I did feel
actually
bad that
enjoyed-
time around because I fell asleep during a lot of the workshops. Just because, like, I was so tired.
Oh, I went. My first year I went, nobody wanted to hang out with me, and I was alone. Like, I was completely alone. I just walked around campus back and forth for, 8 hours a day.
Play the violin for you, my friend.
Yeah.
I did go try to watch one show, but I walked out a third of the way through because they compared their lives to Vietnam, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
What play was it?
I don't remember. It was some ghetto ass play, and I'm not kidding. Like, the setting was like the bad neighborhoods of the cities and stuff. And it was like saying how that's their Vietnam. It's like, whoa, you can't even compare.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Boys in the Hood, but that's.
I mean,
definitely...
trauma is trauma, so.
Yeah, but you can't compare the streets to Vietnam, where Agent Orange was a big factor in giving a lot of our guys cancer. And my grandpa was in Vietnam too, so that also hit me a little bit differently too, especially since I am such a big supporter of the military. So I don't know. I walked out just because I didn't like what I was hearing. I was like, all right, nope, I'm done there. They weren't very good actors either, so.
Well, it's high school. We do our best, but it's not usually.
We had some pretty damn good actors in high school, JoJo. Al was pretty damn good. Jess was the best.
Good.
Jess was the best, hands down. I don't know if you worked with Jess at all. She's the director now, Coit.
Oh, no, she graduated before my time.
Oh, she was absolutely one of the best. Al was pretty great, though. Dan did okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Most of the men, it's because they were guys. Because there's never enough dudes.
No, so. Dan Brooks was decent enough. He's probably the best guy actor.
Dan Brooks, I love him.
Hunter Picard was really good, too, in my opinion.
Hunter was really good. I do remember him being really good. Alex was pretty good, too. The handsome Alex.
Yeah.
He's like the cool kid, Alex.
Yeah, I can't. He played the baker in Influence. Yeah, he was good.
He was pretty good too, and Al was pretty damn good as an actress.
It's hard to remember everybody, honestly. But like
just
I've
remember
worked
the
with
good
so
ones.
many people since.
I remember the good ones who were nice to me. That's pretty much it.
That's
There
valid.
you, there you go. Those whole like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah. It's crazy because like when I think about my junior and senior year specifically, because that's like the more recent times, um, everybody else seemed like such babies. I know that's just because I'm literally the same age as them, but they're like the younger kids. I'm just like, why are you literal children? Why are you children? I too am a child, but like,
But
why
you
do
are
you
literally a child.
Yeah, it was weird.
Gilly's watching on YouTube. He says, "What up, JoJo?"
Oh shit, is he?
Hi, Gilly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I have to click on multi-stream now. Now I have all the chat.
All right. Yeah. So after high school, you went to. Did you go to U of I?
No, I went to Illinois State.
Is that
Ah,
Champaign?
the Redbirds.
No, it's Bloomington Normal. Redbird, yes.
That's
I think
right,
my mom
that's
went
right.
there, if I remember.
Both Wallace and Scoble and Mr. Hiles went there. Actually, fun fact, Mr. Hiles and I lived on the same floor our freshman year of college. And
shit.
what's even better is that, so I lived in a gender neutral dorm, which was like a brand new thing my first year there. And
What is that like?
anybody of any gender can live in that room, essentially. So it's not, because typically, at least at ISU, they just pair like girls together and boys together.
Oh, Claire had that at her dorms in Vermont.
So this one was just like anybody could like live in this room. But this room was like, and they usually like divide, at least in my building, like the floors were divided, like half of it was like the like girl side and half it was the boys side. Because then the girls' bathroom was on that side and the boys' bathroom was on the other side. But my room was like right on the border. So like our neighbors were both boys, but and our other neighbors were both girls. So like we were like literally in the middle, but more so on the boys' side, which means it's a slight possibility that Mr. Hiles and I had the same dorm room, like a specific dorm room.
I'm gonna go
Hell
ahead
yeah.
and believe it. Because
Not
that sounds
super
awesome.
likely, but there's an actual chance, which I think is kind of funny.
Even if it's not real, I think at this point we should just go with and say you did, just because it'd be more fun that way.
We're just gonna accept it. That's my new
Yeah.
reality.
Hell yeah.
That's good reality. I want to live in that reality. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. But yeah, I went there and I immediately jumped into theater. It's funny because like the first couple weeks I was able to hang out and like meet people on my floor and everything, but then pretty much once September hit, I was in rehearsals, doing shows, hitting the ground running.
When September.
I hate you because I had that in my head. Get out of my head.
That Green Day is great, man. Leave him alone.
I love
Continue,
Green-
JoJo. I apologize.
Fuck out.
That was pretty much it. I started with a light crew. It was actually the very first thing I did was working on a light crew, which was so fun. Which is actually the first time I met my current partner, and at the time I was like, "Oh, he's kind of scary."
Is he a bigger dude? I feel like he's a bigger dude.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah. What's his name?
But that's because he was super depressed at that time. Was more reason why I thought he was scary.
What's his name?
Nick?
Nick. Nicholas?
Nick.
Yes.
Nickelodeon.
All right.
I have no clue.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I was not singing the Nick Nickelodeon thing. Just for some reason that jumped in my head. I'm sorry.
So the first thing I did was a lighting crew, and I felt like Scott will appreciate this. I brought my own Jesus wrench, because you were required to bring your own wrench, but the only thing I had was my Jesus wrench, and everyone else just had adjustable C wrenches. I was like, it was really weird, fun but weird.
Jesus wrench.
Yeah, I've never since brought my Jesus wrench to a call though. I just bring the adjustable C wrench because it's just easier. And actually, in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's not. So the Jesus wrench is shaped like a cross, but it's got all these holes on it that match up with the different bolts and the different sized bolts on a lighting fixture, which makes it super cool because then you can just like slip it on into the correct hole, but
That's what she
it's
said.
also in the fucking shape of a cross, and so it's not super maneuverable. And then, like, if it's the wrong angle, you're fucked. So an adjustable wrench is better, but they're still fun. Actually, there's really cool ones that it's all the same hole, but there's like different levels inside of it. So then you just put it on any of the bolts and they all fit. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. They don't really make
Oh
them
no, I've
anymore.
seen those. Those are like those as seen on TV bullshits.
Kind of, but this one they actually don't make them anymore, I don't think.
Rip.
So, or the guy who like made them like stopped making them,
What
which
the
I'm like,
fuck?
that's shitty. So
Okay.
yes.
So that's what you did. So that was your first thing in college.
Yeah, that was my first theater thing in college, and then my freshman year I did 2 studio shows where I was the SM with one of the first year MFA directors, which were really cool. And those were like smaller shows, so it was basically me and the director and the actors. So that's a situation where the director was usually at most performances, just because like we only did 3, and then we had to make our own. Like we had to make.
You said adjustable wrenches suck.
They all got their different purposes in different group in different areas. All right. But what was I talking about? Oh, so like we had to gather our own prop pieces and put up like our own like set and stuff, which was a challenge. Oh, I broke my thingy.
What'd you break?
Oh no.
It's a hair tie.
Oh.
That's okay. I got it on clearance, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Clearance.
Yes. But yeah, so that was fun, and then I was the assistant stage manager for a fall dance concert. And then I did a play. Okay, there's this thing called Mr. Burns, a post-electric play, and it's in 3 acts. And it's like half play, half musical. It's a fucking shit show anytime you do it. But it's still fun.
Okay.
That was my freshman year, at least. I don't know. And then from there, I really only did stage management. And I was an assistant master electrician for a show, and I assistant lighting design to dance concert, which was fun. And then I just dabbled everywhere else. I already had an extensive like scenic background, so that made like when I did that, it was pretty easy for me because I had done it all throughout high school. It's mainly a confidence thing. I gotta be a little bit more confident in it, but yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite show that you've ever done?
Ever done, hands down, was a show I did called Hit the Wall. I actually presented it at the Region 3 College Theater Festival this January, a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so I actually made it to the final round for the region. I was a finalist, so that's super cool. But yeah, and it's a show about the 1969 Stonewall riots and the days leading up to it. And it tells just a bunch of different stories of all the people all different types of people who would have been involved and stuff like that. It wasn't like any actual historical characters, but they were the people who made up those riots, which was just really cool to be doing a show that like directly involved my history as a queer person, as well as like celebrating other queer people's stories. So, and like most of the team was queer as well, which also was queer and BIPOC. So it was a really fun show. And it was just like, it was just so intense too, because not only was like the content super intense, but like a lot of the things I had to do specifically were like things I'd never done before, and in ways I had to make up new ways of doing it essentially. So there's the actual riot sequence of the show. In the script, it's only like a brief paragraph that gives you like the gist of what this moment is supposed to be, but it's not like this person like punches this person and then this and this. Like it's not like descriptive like that. It's just a more of a general like feel. This is the aesthetic. This is the intention. So for blocking, that makes it, which is tracking the people's movements and everything, that makes it really difficult because there's no like lines and specific times that they move. So I created a whole separate document and did all the blocking for, we called them like vignettes, and there was like 25 different vignettes where different movements happening. And so that was new for me. And then we also had a live band for the show, which was super fucking awesome. But then during the riot sequence, they were playing at full fucking volume, and the lights were crazy. So the light cues going off of the band as well as like the action on stage, and just watching the stage, making sure nobody fucking dies because there's flying objects, people jumping over each other, hitting each other with their shoes. Like, it was a riot, so it was like kind of violent. So
Had to
that
be
was,
kind of at
It's
least.
a well done riot sequence.
it was really
Hell
fucking
yeah.
cool. So that was hands down my favorite show.
Nice.
Okay, now what is your favorite high school theater moment? It could be a part of a show. It could be something that happened backstage, anything like that. Just like, you know.
Trying to think. I know calling wise, probably my favorite was Front, because it was probably the only complex calling sequence, which was, and Gilly will remember this as well, like an interview with the dead or something, and I basically just had Scott on standby the whole time. Which that was kind of fun to call.
Wait,
I just
Front
think-
was that one where it's like a bunch of stories with war and shit, right?
Yeah, that was the World War II one. And the interview with the dead was like, it's like the opening sequence to Act 2, I think. And it's all the people who were in London or whatever city it was during like the Blitzkrieg, and so they're all dead now, but they're like kind of talking about where they were and everything. So it was a lot of people moving around and walking around the stage, and so we had to light them in different parts. So that was really cool to do. I just think I can't think of a specific moment. I'll probably think of a better, like the perfect moment at some point. But I just liked the times that we spent in the scene shop or like up in the catwalks. That was always fun.
Those are the fucking best.
Yeah.
Did we ever introduce you to screw darts?
No, but I can infer.
Oh, screw darts is awesome. We basically, Cabbage, we would take 3-inch screws that we had, and we had this piece of our pink foam that we never used for anything until we actually used it. But whatever.
Yep.
So what it started when Schneider came over. No, not Schneider. It was Rob
Schneider.
No, it wasn't Schneider. It was the other. Lang, I think.
Goddamn joke.
Rob Lang.
God.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really know. So.
Gilly commented on Steve. So, but basically, it was a guy who used to work at Glenbard South, came in to visit Nick and Gilly because he had worked with them for like a year or two or something like that, and he just starts like he's helping us. He takes a screw, tosses it at this piece of foam and tries to stick it in. I see this and I'm like,
mental note for later.
I throw one too, and that creates screw darts, which we would play like once a week. But we stopped working that day, and for the last half an hour, we just stood there taking these pieces of these screws and whipping it or throwing it at this piece of foam. And whoever could stick the most screws into the foam won screw darts that day.
I assume you won nothing. It was just an honorable victory.
Yes, it was an honorable victory. And then we started making like targets and shit too. I remember I threw this piece of wood that kind of looked like a steak that was probably about this long and this wide at it. And I whipped it at it when we had the target, and I got it right in the center of the target.
I don't know why I'm even remotely surprised, but my initial reaction was like, I can't believe you've done this. And I'm like,
We also used to throw those you know those hooks you put into the walls with the holes, like little it's got like the prongs that come up and one that comes out down, and you put it in like this, and then you go like this and it comes out with the hook, and you put it into those walls, the holes.
Yep.
Yeah, we would whip those at it too every once in a while when we found them. So if you're wondering whatever happened to like half our screws.
Yeah, I really hope no faculty from GBS is watching this.
What does it matter? What are they going to do? We were high school
I have
students.
done nothing wrong. You don't know who I am anymore.
Alexander Michael Luckton.
Shut up. I sometimes almost forget you know my legal name.
Mm-hmm. I also know JoJo's.
Yeah, you better not say mine or I'll beat your ass.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You'll be my ass.
I'm not gonna threaten it
I
because
fucking will.
You will.
no. See, Kira's right. It's Cabbage See
Oh, shit.
Cabbages is my name.
That is true. Cabbage see cabbages.
Cabbage seeking cabbages.
It was. The joke is because of the D&D game we had. My first ever D&D character, his name was Cabbage See Cabbages.
Wait, that was your
amazing.
first ever D&D character? You'd only DM before that?
No. Well, no. I forgot I don't know what that character's name was. I forgot what that character's name was. So, plus was my first real attempt at playing D&D, so I'm counting
With
this
me.
in.
Yeah.
The other one was my brother and his friend.
Okay, this was the first time we ever played D&D, and that was Cabbage See Cabbage.
I was the greatest bard of all time. I knew how to spit rhyme so hard I sent a skeleton back to the Shadow Realm.
Wow.
Didn't I also proceed to yell at a skeleton so hard he just died?
Yep. Oh, shut up, Kira. You ruined my good boss encounter.
Oh yeah, she did. I broke my own leg in this campaign to try and keep this boss frickin' and Kira's character comes over there.
Rogues
As a
their
rogue, it just
fucking
keeps
sneak
crit
attack.
Keeps crit hitting, and I'm just over here, hurting myself to keep this bad guy distracted. It was a good plan. You're just pissed that we.
Yeah, I'm a little mad it worked, but it was well done.
Hey, Cabbage, remember when we played Dungeons and Dragons together with Bree, Ryan, Alicia, and Chris, and the entire party turned on me and said, "Hey, let's help the bad guys."
Yikes.
We took it all back, but oh my god.
I
And
basically
you
got
proceeded to
everybody
dick
to
me.
go against John, and it was beautiful.
And I was a paladin, so I had to play lawful good. So I had to keep doing, stay loyal to the king and keep doing the quests. And everybody's like, "Hey, what do we get if we help you?" To the big bad evil guy.
Damn.
So we almost took over the kingdom, but we had to retcon it so it didn't happen.
Yeah. And then Cabbage got pissed at me for rolling a natural 20 and asking a simple question and wouldn't answer it. You got pissed. He didn't have any resistances or anything like that. He wasn't like one of those guys you couldn't persuade to tell you something.
It was like
or
a
anything.
boss character, so I was kind of going that angle.
But I asked, but he wasn't like the big bad evil guy.
Yeah,
Some characters
alright,
you can actually
that's
make
fair.
immune.
Oh, he died. Yes, he rage quit.
Oh.
No one will know the truth. All right,
Probably
Joe.
better off that way.
Exactly. No, I know. I was a salty man. I sometimes am a very salty man when I DM. I'll admit it.
Sorry, I died for a second. Yeah, he definitely is. So he just got very.
I'm better
he was
now.
Mad that he's just mad that I rolled very high persuasion and didn't want to tell me. I was just asking one question. I'm pretty sure it was just, are you working for this guy? Something
Oh, I think it was something like that, and I'm like,
simple.
I'll
Or
have
are
to
you
tell
the evil guy? And that was it.
I thought it was something like that's incriminating. I
It
don't
was
know.
something super simple that didn't even matter.
I see, but I think I didn't tell you because I think it actually kind of did.
I mean, we found a note on his body after Chris accidentally killed him.
Nope. This is a different. Wait. No. You're thinking of two different people.
No, I'm not. In the laboratory?
Oh fuck! There was a note.
Yeah.
Was that the one we read? It was that the draconic one I had that we had to go. That you guys ended up murdering the fucking dragon lady for no
Yes,
reason.
I ended up murdering that dragon lady for no reason.
All right. She was a nice old dragon babushka, and you killed her.
Yes. You know what's friggin' hilarious though?
Oh, the crab
So
lord
far-
or Jesus man?
Well, both are great. But no, I have run 2 campaigns with you. Like, I have been the DM for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And in both of them, children have died.
God. He insists on having a child die in every campaign he runs. The last one, because he took it directly from the Castlevania series, I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm like, let's not do this. And then it's like,
then I went
oh
and done
no.
it.
And then I'm like, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
Best part though is I added in souls that you guys could see.
Oh, yeah.
because you came.
Oh,
So
John.
what happened was I saw this when they released the child's soul that had recently died, because one of the guys in the tavern asked them to keep an eye out for their child while doing their investigations. They found the child dead, but also encountered something that allows them to see souls now in the campaign. So they saw the child's soul go up into the sky, and they go back to the tavern, go to the dad, and say, "Hey, we found out what happened to your child. They're dead." Essentially, you know, they did a lot more gracefully, and I described the guy as being so overcome with grief for the loss of his child that he took his own life. And I told them, "Oh no, it gets worse." And I tell the people they're like, "Oh, at least he'll go be with his child now," you know. But I already planned on.
Yup.
I already planned on this, and I said, now that you're able to see souls, as he does this and breathes his last breath, you see a soul come out, slowly start to move up, but then immediately shoot down.
John, why you gotta be sad?
Because that's what I do.
Why you gotta make it sad?
Hey.
So yeah, this dude killed himself to be with his child again, but
because he killed himself, he couldn't go to heaven.
So he'll never see his child again. I also, in the first campaign I DM with them, I indirectly killed a child.
Wait. Oh wait. Are you sure you indirectly killed the child and I didn't?
Yes, because I'm the one who said a bear showed up.
Alright, that's fair.
So what happened was they killed a guard to steal his armor, and to get rid of the body, Cabbage was a druid, turned into a bear, and ate this guard. Great, fine. So then they go into the house, find a child, steal his college fund, and Cabbage goes, "Hey, kid, look, your dad's dead. Go look for him in the forest." Those are Cabbage's exact words. Cabbage's exact words.
He's not.
Your dad's
he's not
dead. Go look for him.
And I won.
And he got it. And so I told them, they finished their looting of the house. When they go outside, I say, "Hey guys, roll me a perception check." You never want me to say that, because I always have something.
You never want the DM to say that.
No, especially me, because it's usually not something bad that'll happen to you. It's more of something like, "Wow, that's morally fucked up, John."
Welcome to playing
games
with John.
What happened was I had them roll their perception. They all heard it. And I said, "Okay, in the distance, you can hear the faint sound of a group of bears shredding and tearing at a small thing."
John.
John had children impaired. Dude killed himself over the death of a child, and a child mauled to death by bears. Granted, I had a hand in the last one because I did send the child to go.
Yeah, but you didn't know that would happen. I decided that after you turned that it would attract a bear.
See, in my mind, I knew it was going to happen, though. Because I knew John was going to kill a kid.
Sent the child, because I was trying to get them to kill this kid. I'll be honest. I tried to get them to kill this kid. Directly.
Why?
Because it fucks with them. Just to fuck with them. And they wouldn't do it. So I said, "Alright."
Wait, I'm surprised.
Die one way or the other.
Can't believe I held the moral high ground there.
Cabbage, it's me.
No, I said I can't believe I held the moral high ground and go, "Fuck, I'll stab a child."
That is true.
In D&D, sometimes I'll just go, "Fuck it, I don't care." I yelled at a dude in a New York accent for having a crack pipe.
One of your sons. They murdered one of your sons that town.
Wait, they did?
Granted, he was like 15 or 16, so basically an adult, but they murdered one.
Oh, yeah,
they murdered
right.
Dandelion.
I named him Dandelion?
You named him a couple things. You had 2 sons, and you were a druid.
I remember I was the boulder.
Yes.
I was the boulder.
First, you were the rock nature boy.
No, I was Felix Fairy Nature Boy. Basically, I was trying to be
Yes.
Ric Flair, and then I changed to the boulder.
You actually had to roll against me. You're like, "Oh, I want to change my name." "All right, roll against the gods to see if we can change your name."
Fair.
And then he's like, "Okay, I want to become the boulder," and he won. I'm like, "You're the boulder now."
Just like the roll off in the other one to see how the king would react to you calling him a fuckhead.
Yeah, my literal first roll in Cabbage's campaign that I did with him, or he was DMing. We start off in the throne room with Chris and I, one of our other guys, sparring because I was a paladin and he was a warrior. And that ends, and I literally go, "Okay, for the rest of the campaign, I want to call the king fuckface." Cabbage's like, "All right, roll against it to see." I lost big time. First, Cabbage rolled a natural 20. Yeah, you rolled a natural 20 and I rolled a natural 1. I'm like, yeah. So Cabbage turned around. I was like, you know what? No, since you fucked up so badly, you're Jesus Man now. Everyone's gonna call you Jesus Man.
Even though it ended up being more fun that way than anything else, and it kind of is like, oh shit,
like,
you Jesus Man?
My name spread throughout the country, and everybody referred to me as Jesus Man.
No one will ever know his real name.
I don't even know my real name.
Just change it to Jesus Man.
It did change it to
At
Jesus
this
Man.
point, yeah.
I did change it to Jesus Man. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, wow, we went from talking about stage to D&D.
I mean, it's not too far. It's not too far off.
True, it is acting to an extent.
Oh yeah, when you're D&D is a lot. It kind of
Yeah.
is, especially when you gotta play a character that you're not, or if you're DM, you
Yeah,
gotta play
welcome to
9,000 different people.
podcast.
No, this is the epitome of what this podcast is. Tangents. We have one goal in mind and 9,000 tangents.
Remember, I did a campaign for you, JoJo, you, Jared, and Gilly. Jared ended up being a little too out of commission to be able to focus properly. Gilly just didn't care. You were so into this.
I was.
I gave her like a little secret note that only she had because she's the one who looted it. I gave her a little note. She was like, "Oh my god, I get a note." Oh, sorry, I keep telling you she. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
JoJo just got so excited. I told her like, fucking A. I am so sorry. I am shitty at this.
Take practice. Just correct
It
yourself
does.
and move forward. It's the easiest way for both of us.
Just know I don't mean it. Just know I don't mean it. So I told JoJo about this one shadow guy that was following them, and she was like, "Oh."
They were like,
JoJo was like, "Oh no," getting all scared. And
it
I was
was
like, "Oh my
spooky.
god, I love this." JoJo's into this.
I was into it. It was really cool. So we
Jojo,
should
you
finish
should-
that at some point.
You should do a D&D campaign with Cabbage and I.
I was
Yeah?
semi-thinking I
We
was
should-
going to
I
play
don't know.
D&D again.
The ones we're talking about are pretty not what I want.
See, well, the question, it depends who's
No.
running it.
I'll have Cabbage run it so you don't murder children. I may go out of my way to murder children, but I'm not going to force you to murder children. Or
See,
deal with murder.
and here's also the great thing, is I can make there be repercussions for this. Greatly.
Yeah. But that's also why I just play an evil character.
That's true.
Or a chaotic neutral character. I'll just play chaotic neutral.
Kira wants to play so she can be a rogue again.
Hey, that's 4 people if we want to do this.
Actually, we
We'll talk
could.
separately. I'll start a Snapchat group with the 4 of us.
Alright.
Oh.
If you really
If you all
want
are
to be
cool
Kira.
with that. And
being nuts.
JoJo, you don't need dice or anything because remember that thing I had you use to create a character? You can roll dice on
Yeah,
there now.
they have
Oh,
that. That's a new
cool.
feature I
Online.
think they've added.
It's pretty sweet. It makes like online, like this so much easier and better
It does.
if you don't have
It's
dice. But yeah,
great.
so we could do that if Cabbage is willing.
You know, I am willing. I just have to have time.
I mean, if we do it once every 2 weeks, I feel like we can all figure that one out.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right
We could
now I'm super exhausted. So
Yeah, I mean-
sorry.
We're at an hour 20 anyways. This is usually longer than we're going. We're just having too much fun
That's
talking.
fine. Yeah, we're enjoying this. Just real quick, that could actually be the start of our sister podcast, No Reason Podcast Gaming, and we could do a podcast live stream for it if you're all are cool with that.
I am.
Yeah.
I'll have to get this one over here, see
Wait.
what she says about it.
Well, whatever.
Alright, she nods. So she's okay with live
Alright.
streaming it.
Also, did anybody else see what I just did there?
Live streaming it.
Oh, D&D?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I got a shirt.
Jojo, did you see what I did there?
No, I didn't.
I was checking with everybody, like pointing at you all, like you're cool with that, you're cool with that, and then I pointed to myself, thinking it was Kira. I was like, Kira, you good with that? I'm like,
Aha!
that's John, that's me.
That's John. That's you.
All right, Jojo, before you go, do you want to dedicate this episode to anybody?
I'll dedicate to my mom because she
Hell
can
yeah.
be super helpful with helping me with my quarantine. So
Plus, your mother's awesome.
yes, and she's awesome. So cool. Well, I don't know if you guys are ending it, but I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, you can
So-
go.
Yeah,
We'll do the
We'll do our
outro.
own outro.
Thanks for coming on, Jojo.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you
start
for
that
thank you
Snapchat
stopping by.
group
It's been great.
for us all.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.
Peace, Jojo.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on. It was awesome.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. that was wonderful.
That was great.
That was wonderful. We had a lot going on there. Had some interesting conversation about the theater world, like non-movies, which is something you don't hear often about.
No, you mostly hear about it's
Yeah.
funny because I keep thinking about some of the people I listen to do a bunch of D&D stuff. A lot of them did have actually some backgrounds in like theater and stage stuff, and they like written plays.
Makes sense. You kind of that background helps a lot, especially if you're an actor. It helps you get into the role playing.
Yeah.
Or if you're a director, that helps you get into the storytelling. And if you were stagehand like me or like building shit, that helps with world building, essentially. Yeah.
Yep.
So that may come in the future, y'all. If we can get this set up, we may start doing every 2 weeks, doing No Reason Podcast Gaming, Dungeons and Dragons. And
my
if
God.
Cabbage is okay with it, we'll have him DM.
John, it works out perfectly because then it's like no RPG,
What's no RPG?
like no reason podcast gaming.
Oh my god! Holy shit.
Do you see it?
I see it. That could be the name of it. No Reason Podcast presents No RPG, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. There you go. That'll be
There
the
we go.
intro. Fuck yeah. Write that down because I'll forget.
All right, let me.
All right, but hey, y'all. This has been No Reason Podcast. That was my good friend JoJo. They are a stagehand, or they do theater. I don't know why I said stagehand. I got them somewhere else. They do theater. They've done theater ever since I've known them, and wonderful person, a lot of fun to hang out with, and just overall great person. But yeah, No Reason Podcast. I'm John. That's Cabbage. Go to No Reason Podcast on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Facebook page, Twitter account, YouTube page or account, and Instagram account. Just No Reason Podcast. That's the name. Also, check out our website so you can contact us through our email, or you can message us through any of the other things. Honestly, I will get the text and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, also check out What Boy Disc Golf, my personal disc golf account, where I am absolutely terrible at everything I do. And also go to Cabbage's personal Twitch account, which is twitch.tv/heavymetalcabbage to check out our live streams for this show and any sort of future shows that we may do. We also do live streams on YouTube. And if Cabbage ever really gets into it, he'll do his video gaming on his own. But we also may be having a Dungeons and Dragons spin-off of No Reason coming up soon.
Yep.
Where it'll be Cabbage, myself, possibly JoJo, and possibly Cabbage's girl. So you'll finally meet her, y'all.
If she agrees to be on camera for that, that is.
She doesn't have to be on camera, but it'd be
Well, yeah.
better.
I know. That's a discussion I'll have with her, and we'll talk later.
Yeah, but that's, she doesn't have to be on camera.
I know.
As long as she's okay with her voice being on there.
Yeah.
All right, well, this has been No Reason Podcast. Thanks, y'all, for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend or whatever the hell you are. Actually, no, screw you. I don't want anyone to have a good one. And go pack a go, because tomorrow we're going to the Super Bowl, baby! Let's go! All right, I'm John.
I'm
That's
Cabbage.
Cabbaggio, the man, the myth, the legend himself.